Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Isekai Suicide Squad Season 1, Episode 8. So, here we are. Just to keep you guys up to date, it is the 17th right now of November, so this is my progress through No Shave November at the 17th. But yeah, anyways, last episode was really good. We had some really nice animation. I actually really enjoyed what we experienced last episode. I mean, I've been really enjoying this show as a whole. It's been honestly, I thought it was gonna be a little more campy than it is. Like it is a little campy in like the goofiness of the story of like these DC heroes like being isekai'd and stuff, but I knew that going in. But we're actually getting like solid animation and solid fights, like a lot better than I thought we were gonna get. So I am very impressed, especially if anyone else is watching through One Punch Man season 3. Yeah, it was really funny last week going from episode 5 of One Punch Man to episode 7 of this show, where we had one of the most disappointing animated fights in One Punch Man to being extremely surprised and blown out of the water by Isekai Suicide Squad, and being like, watching these shows back to back, it's like, how can Isekai Suicide Squad do this but One Punch Man can't, you know? But anyway, yeah, I'm excited. Let's jump into this episode and see what happens. I mean, we basically got the portal back, and they should be refreshing the timer on their necks, right? And the queen is pissed and wants them all brought to her. So, I talked at length in the discussion about how I think she's up to something. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Now, now, now. Let's go, baby. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Interesting that she chose him for this right after he stuck up for our squad, you know? I have a feeling that she might be either sending him to get killed or some kind of suicide mission, and if he dies, he dies. Like, I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I got, but it is interesting, like, you know, I feel like he was kind of in belief against the queen's wishes, right? Like the queen thinks one way, he thinks another way. And then she picked him versus the guy that was like backing her up. So it was a really interesting moment. We only have 2 more episodes after this one. I'm gonna miss a show. I wonder if it's like got another season planned, or if this is it. Are we gonna conclude it in two? I can't imagine we conclude it in 2 episodes, or do we? I don't know. I mean, that would be fun if it was just like a little one and done, right? But I'm used to anime not being that way. I'm used to anime being Go read the source material if you want to see what happens. Man, that would suck. Like, all these metahumans getting these powers, but they still get to look like themselves. And poor Nanaue is just like, I'm a shark now. No one looks happy. Yeah. Hmm. Uh. They didn't have to do that, though. He didn't even do anything. Yep. Uh-oh. Damn. Talking about disrespectful attitudes, and you're gonna, like, make fun of her makeup? Yep. The queen wanted this, I think. Yep. King Shark just ate that man. There's something going on here. Oh! Oh! Yep. Yep. What is that? This queen is on some next level shit. No, we must save him. He's our chompy boy. That's kind of funny. Hmm. All right. I feel like by exiling them, they could just go to the Empire and fight the Queen herself. Like if they wanted to, if they were angry enough, the Queen's got to be on something. So either that, or she's just insanely overconfident that she can beat all of them if they were to try that. You know. I don't get the reference. Apologies, I am uncultured. There's a lot of things I haven't seen. What did he say? Oh, I think he's explaining the movie or show or whatever it is. Uh, nice. This angle. That stuff. Real Prince Charming. Oh, who's this? Oh no. Is it gonna be a bard that sings about these guys, like talking bad about them? Talking about them arriving, maybe? Actually, good singing so far. Heroes. Oh shit. Uh, could it be the first people that showed up too? Oh my god! Jeez, he's out! Oh, well. Of course we're gonna get a bar fight. Oh shit! The face change. Oh my god! Did she pass out? Oh my god! Oh my god. Jesus. What's the censoring about? Oh, he's so pale down there that I thought it was just white pants. Like skin tight white pants. He just has no pants on. Okay, I get it. Yep. I see it now. What? I love when shows do these clever ways to hide the nudity. It's fun. They're just drinking booze. Rick's just like, what is my life? Oh my god. This poor barkeep's bar. Peacemaker's just face first in a collapsed table. Are they able to go to the gate and when they're exiled? Pans the Peacemaker's ass. Oh, they got too drunk and now they're sleeping. Oh. Oh, Arthur got abandoned. Damn. Hmm. Why would it cause more problems for this world if they're gonna execute him? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Leave him. Oh. Oh no! He can survive that, right? He's mud. Maybe not? I don't know. She put it in there in the first place thinking it would work. Did she blow up the wrong one? Why him and not... Damn, you can see his spine a little bit. Damn. She has no signal to Shark. Whoa. I don't know. I don't know what to think about frickin' Clayface. I feel like he's alive. But we'll see, I guess. Well, she literally just got done saying that she has no reason to kill him, but then she finds a reason very quickly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't click right away. Until they reacted, I didn't realize either. Well, he's free from the bomb now. Let's go, Rick. We're just gonna run! I love that. 2 hours ago, okay. I love how he didn't have an answer for it. Oh. Is the queen getting attacked? Ooh, is it a fake? Oh. Damn, okay. So maybe some kind of like... She looked robotic almost, but maybe some kind of like transformation ability? Or magic or something? So is that not really the queen? Is the queen like off in prison somewhere? And how long has it been like this? Yeah, no, that Clayface moment was really funny because I'm just so used to him just chiming in and talking that when he so casually re-entered the conversation, it did not click for me. So that's just it's just really funny how that was handled. Man, they did a pretty good job because I mean, maybe it was because I was writing something down, so I wasn't full focus on what was happening in the show at the time when he started talking. But I did hear his voice. It just I don't know. It just didn't click, you know. But anyway, that was a good episode. So I mean, that makes a lot of sense if the queen. We're actually about to be at the end here, so that is it, guys, for episode 8. But yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense if the queen is not uh the queen, right? Like a lot of the moves the queen has been making feels like it's to sabotage her own nation. So what if it's someone from the empire that was sent here at some point and took over the queen? The question is how long, because even like the queen didn't seem super great even when the princess was a child, right? Was it all the way back then, like, or was her mom always a bitch, but then this person replaced and was just like a little bit more unreasonable than her mom typically is? I don't know. I'm excited to learn more about that, but that's really, I thought it was going to be something different. I thought she was going to be somehow working with the Empire or something just for some kind of benefit to her own nation. I didn't think that she's just been completely replaced. So, and yeah, I mean, I pretty much knew what was happening when she, you know, the one person that was or one of the few people that was voicing reason for the people from, you know, our group of isekai squatters or suicide squatters, um to keep them alive and saying that they did good was Theodore, and then she was like, oh, I'm glad you're such a loyal follower, I have a mission for you. And like right when that happened, I was like, okay, yeah, something doesn't, like, it feels like she's just gonna try to get rid of him. And sure enough, I don't know how she knew that we were gonna kill him, but I almost wish our group didn't. Like, I know it served a purpose in the story, but I almost wish they didn't, so it would have like foiled one of her plans again, you know, trying to like show their violent tendencies or whatever. And not only did she justify her reasoning for expelling them and everything, she also got rid of Theodore, who was taking their side. So she kind of killed two birds with one stone with that one. But yeah, we kind of had our group wallowing a bit after that whole thing. They went to that bar and ended up just like getting drunk and having it out with each other and stuff like that. But we kind of managed to come together after. I mean, the Bard song was interesting. I was really wondering if there's more to it or whatnot, because like it got interrupted midway, and they were like the Bard was, or when Harley interrupted it, she was like, "We're not heroes," and he's like, "Well, the heroes in the song aren't." And then like he got interrupted. I wonder what like he was gonna say, because technically two Suicide Squads came in, right? And the first one went bad. What if he was singing about like siding like more on like the Empire side of things for a song, and it is like honoring the people who came through first? Or what if it was something different? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, and maybe it just was about them, and maybe he was just gonna say like, oh, it's just a song, you know? Like, I mean, bards typically embellish the facts to make the song interesting a lot of the times, you know? So, but yeah, and so like another moment that just, they did it twice to me this episode. Another moment that just caught me off guard was like the censoring of Peacemaker. I had no idea why he just didn't have pants. Well, I didn't realize he didn't have pants on, and I noticed later in the scene that his normal pants are almost like the skin color that his naked legs were. So I guess that's why I just like didn't think it looked any different. And I was like, wait, why is it censoring? Is it like, is it like a joke that he has like an erection right now, but they don't want to show it? And then they're like, why don't you have pants? And I'm like, oh, he doesn't have pants. It's like, that makes more sense why they're censoring it. Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, and then we went to the portal. So I guess they didn't reset the devices before. They went to go talk to the queen first. Now they reset the devices, and yeah, I mean, I still don't understand why. Well, I guess Waller was just going to kill all of them. But why did she start with just one? Why not all of them, right? So I'm really... It's definitely a really weird moment where she blew Clayface up when it looks like she didn't have the signal to be able to do it to King Shark. So unfortunately, I mean, fortunately, King Shark lived a little longer until he's about to be executed, but hopefully we save him. Um, but yeah, so but if it wasn't for Rick, if it wasn't for whatever attack happened at the Capitol, we still don't necessarily know what it was. I imagine the princess did something, and then the queen makes some kind of move, right? Or the fake queen makes some kind of move, and maybe that's kind of the chaos that's going on at the Capitol that we're running towards, but Rick managed to save the rest of them. But it's also really interesting, you know, I mean, I guess Harley's all about, like, fuck the system, and she's like, I'm not, like, I think she's kind of the mindset, like, I'm not gonna beg, and stuff like that, so I guess it kind of makes sense where she's just like, fuck it, do it, just blow us up, you know? Like, no, like, I kind of expected a survival instinct, but then when I think about her character, it makes sense that she wouldn't be like, oh no, please, you know, woman in power above me, please succumb, you know, and save me. Like, no, she just, like, fuck the system, fuck you, kind of thing. So, it definitely makes sense. But man, like, I know Waller isn't a great person in like, the little bit of DC I have seen, Waller's not a great person, but the fact that, like, instead of just having them come back and put them in jail or something, she's just gonna take this opportunity. She's like, hey, we sent them to this other world. We already kind of wrote them off, and now that we got away with it, we'll just blow them up, and that way that's, you know, a few less villains in the world. And I mean, I hate to say it, it's kind of pragmatic of Waller to do that, because you know that if Harley got back in prison, Joker would find a way to get her out, you know? And then that's just more bad guys on the streets. And I hate to say it, the characters we are following are not great people. You know, that's why they are part of the Suicide Squad and everything. So, there's just that part of me that's like, I love following these guys, so I don't want to see them killed. So obviously I'd rather them be taken back and put in jail. But I gotta hand it to Waller that it's probably a smart play just to get rid of some of these villains so they can't break free and wreak havoc on the streets and innocent people again. So maybe she's not as bad as it's made it feel to be, but it's still a pretty brutal thing to do to someone, especially because, like, I'm sure a lot of these people that were arrested had other crimes, but they were kind of just, like, snatched, right? They weren't necessarily taken because, like, they weren't arrested. Were they? Maybe they were arrested for committing crimes, and then she took them for the squad. I guess I can't quite remember back in episode 1 the exact moment when Harley got grabbed, if she was, like, committing a crime. But a lot of these people probably have crime. They're probably wanted people, right? So it makes sense. Like, I'm sure it's deserved, kind of thing. But maybe it's not deserved enough to be a death sentence, right? We don't know how bad their crimes are, necessarily, unless you watch like, if you try to figure out this timeline and figure out the content before it, you know, for, like, you go to, like, look at the comics or whatever for DC, and you see, like, what they've done, and then maybe you could have an idea, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, my point stands. I think it's definitely, like, not a good thing what Waller did, that was just willing to execute them without any kind of, like, due process, really. But at the same time, I can see why she did it. So, yeah. I mean, I'm really excited. I love the moment when they're like, the capital is really far away. Do you think we can actually make it there in time? And Rick looks and walks forward a little bit like he's about to say, well, I have a helicopter or something. Like, that went through my head for a moment, and I thought about whether I should say it or not. Like, is he gonna say that he has a helicopter or something? And then he's just like, book it! And starts running. I love that. I love how it's not just some magical thing that saves them. It's just like, we just have to haul ass. It was hilarious. So, anyways, guys, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. There's 2 episodes ahead of time on there. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.